Thank you very much, Andrea. Last, but definitely not least, Mr. Luis Alonso Silva Marquez. Mr. Marquez is a fourth-year finance undergraduate student of the University of Cyprus with 3 years experience as an accounts assistant at Hyperion Systems Engineering Limited, a past team leader ambassador for Berlin-based startup Round Here Up for the area of Barcelona, while being an exchange student and a graduate from the Founder Institute Cyprus Chapter 2015, and also worked as a Forex sales account manager for Iron FX Global Limited. When did you sleep? He founded TUSAM immediately after coming back from Barcelona in July 2015, along with Tommy Daniel and Eleana Theodorou. So, Mr. Silva Marquez, let me ask you, is perseverance just another buzzword?
Hello? Let's just go to our website. So
Website?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know,
No.
is it here?
No. So yeah, I have to say my joke that basically I'm not a professional football player. You know. I wish my brother is, so he's for me. A professional football player. So, you know, a bit about my background. I'm just gonna say a bit about my startup, and then I'm gonna start describing more about the failures and how we persevered and continue. TUSAM is an idea that I had while I was in Barcelona as an Erasmus. I managed to go to Spain. I tried to go to Madrid, but it wasn't. I failed, and I went to Barcelona. So so there basically, because you know Erasmus people were more interested in having parties, etc. As myself, of course, I realized I have to study. I need to pass my classes. So I was trying to find someone to study with me. It was hard because most of the people weren't drinking. And as for the rest of the people, I realized that it just feels awkward to ask them every time, you know, can you please study with me? Instead, what I did, I went onto the internet and I tried to find a platform that would allow me to connect at that time with anyone from anywhere in the world to study the subject I wanted. And there was no such a platform. So I decided to create it. I teamed up with Tommy Daniel, who is responsible for the technology, programming, etc., and Eleana Theodorou for the branding and design. She makes the things beautiful because we are a mess. So I'm gonna start with I think the most relative failure that we had, which is related to this place specifically. So 2 days exactly. Let's go back. So 1 week before coming to Cyprus from Barcelona, I was trying to find a developer because I have no clue of developing things, and I contacted Tommy Daniel, and if he was interested to create a startup with me. He said yes immediately. So we came, and 2 days after I was back in Cyprus, went to this competition called Startup Live Cyprus. I don't know if some of you have heard of it. It's an amazing competition. Very important startups have come out of that competition. So anyway, the ambient, the whole concept basically is you have 48 hours to develop an idea into a business and make it a reality. And finally you win or lose. You know, the whole environment was very positive. We thought we were going to win a place, and I mean, not even 7th. It was 20 teams, we came probably last. And, it felt very bad. But, okay, we said, apparently we got some good comments, we have to continue. We did some surveys, etc. Anyway, so the most important part to do is, how do we build a company? What do we do next? We just failed something. Anyway, we tried to go to idea. We went to a lot of people, a lot of successful people. We stuck onto them. Try to learn as much as possible to see what we have to do to apply successfully to idea. We completed the business model. We completed everything. We managed from this, I think it was 60 or 70 teams somewhere there, to go to reach to the 20 final teams that were about to present in front of a jury of 9. Mr. Hourigan, the CEO of the Bank of Cyprus, very intimidating people. And we again thought we had good chances, and that is something important says here. You have to be able to manage your expectations correctly because if you don't manage them, you will feel the failure stronger. Anyway, so we failed. We didn't manage to go in. So again, we had to see how we continue, because we have a good idea. Many people loved it. We did surveys. People needed it. We continued. We went to this program called Founder Institute. Again, it's a program to learn. We went somewhere to learn. We didn't say, okay, let's quit or let's go back to find part of jobs and continue. We had to learn why we didn't fail, why we didn't succeed. Anyway, we managed to go there. It was a complete hell. Assignments every week, pitching, and all that stuff. Anyway, the most important achievement we did throughout this time, because we learned so much from all these activities, we managed to book a partnership with the University of Cyprus. This partnership is very important for us for many reasons. First of all, for the branding, and most important for us, it was a proof that this is something needed in the market. Anyway, so what's the learning here? IDEA contacted us to ask us to join the program as the first mature startup. This means that we don't need to do all the initial things, learn again, do the same things we did. Immediately you come in, you are a mature startup. That means you have a prototype, you're in the market, you get all the money, the 10,000. You have to manage well. And free offices. Free offices is very important, because the offices beforehand was my apartment, a very small apartment. Anyway, so that was the main turning point for Tucson to continue. Beyond that, I will say one more failure, because as Joanna said before, each person is different. I cannot give you an advice. I mean, I'm only an entrepreneur for not even 2 years. Very recently, apparently you have seen this program called Impossible Pitch. By the way, before saying this story, it is very crucial up to now that I have 2 co-founders. We are 3 co-founders, and we quitted our jobs, so we need to find some money. That is why I worked for Iron FX, for Hyperion Systems. By the way, you learn a lot from working for other people, because if you want to create your company, you have to see what didn't you like in the work and why people wanted not to work there. Why didn't you don't want to work there? Sorry for my English. Anyway, we applied for Impossible Pitch because we needed funds. We needed more funds to take this globally. We are doing that either way with very minimal funds. We have more than 100 users from many countries. Anyway, but we went to Impossible Pitch again. We were thinking about it. And we're very lucky to know some people that really wanted to help us. We have some people that want to help us, exactly. Again, like Joanna said, a lot of people want to help you. And they called us, and because they realized we didn't apply, they called us and said, maybe you can apply. This is a good opportunity for you. You're a progressed team. Anyway, we applied. We managed again to go to the final 5 teams out of the 70 teams that were there. Very good ideas, but the way they chose the teams probably was on maturity of the teams. Anyway, we did this. It's similar to the Dragon's Den. Anyway, we were thinking at least let's get 10,000. With 10,000, we can survive with 300 euros each, eat peanuts, salad, lose some weight, and continue for 6 more months and advertise and do something, develop. And we didn't get money. You can imagine. Actually, Impossible Pitch was done in this room. I feel it. So it was very stressful. My feet were shaking, and I left out of the door. And I was saying, I didn't went back to the guys. I said, "Fuck, what I'm gonna tell them?" We invested so much. We needed money. But anyway, they were very understanding, and we said we have to continue. And that this is just 3 weeks ago. No, actually more, a month and a half. But the lesson here is that we failed. I had an amazing support from my team, from the people who loves to help us, because they have been through our failures. And I'm telling you, there is people out there that really want to help you. Just have to go and ask them. Maybe you don't even know the questions you have to ask them. Ask them whatever. You will learn. Yeah, this is our story. Thank you very much for and thank you Global Shapers for